Joe Biden is an idiot. All this drama. Oh, will Joe Biden run? Won't Joe Biden? Oh, will he get in there? Oh, who gives a crap? Let me show you what I mean, the example number 412,000 of why Joe Biden is an idiot. Here we have audio, thanks to YouTube. Joe Biden in 2012, I told Barack Obama not to get Osama bin Laden. Okay? I told Barack Obama not to get Osama bin Laden. By the way, great advice. Cut 3, go.
It got to me, he said, Joe, what do you think? And I said, you know, I didn't know we had so many economists around the table. I said, we owe the man a direct answer. Mr. President, my suggestion is don't go. We have to do 2 more things to see if he's there. He walked out and said, I'll give you my decision. The next morning, he came down through the diplomatic entrance, getting in a helicopter, I believe, to go to Michigan. I'm not positive of that. He turned to Tom Donald and said, go.
Wow, that Barack Obama's a brave man. He thought about it all night. He said go. But Obama's not the issue in this context. Biden is. So Biden advised against going and killing Osama bin Laden in 2012. That is Joe Biden's voice, right? It's not the hushed tones of a wrong call on your house phone by some oddball who talks like this. Now, Biden at George Washington University today has a completely different story. Cut 4, go.
I didn't want to take a position to go if that was not where he was going to go. So as we walked out of the room and walked upstairs, I told him my opinion, that I thought he should go, but follow his own instincts. But it would have been a mistake. Imagine if I had said in front of everyone, don't go or go, and his decision was a different decision. It undercuts that relationship. So I never, on a difficult issue, never say what I think finally until I go up in the Oval with him alone.
Go up in the Oval? That sounds kind of dirty, Mr. Producer. But in any event, go up in the Oval alone with the president. So you hear the lies? First, he said go. Second, he would never do it in front of everybody, so they went up in the Oval together, where he told him. Now, in the first bite, just 3 years ago, he said in front of everybody, don't go. Am I hearing this correctly, Mr. Producer? My ears aren't lying to me, are they? 2012, Biden says, in hushed tones, my suggestion, Mr. President, is don't go. We have to do 2 more things to see if he's there. And he says it in front of all these people. I didn't know we had so many economists around the table. So there they are. There they are in the room, the special room. And in front of everybody, Biden tells the president, don't go. And the next day, our great hero, our mighty president, comes down the stairs and says to Tom Donnelly, go. Today at the university, George Washington University, I didn't want to take a position to go if that wasn't where Obama was going. So he told Obama to go, but he only told him to go when they both were up in the Oval together. See, Joe Biden is sort of like Brian Williams. All the time. He's a scary dude. Now, Obama in the 3rd presidential debate on October 22nd, 2012, what did he say? Biden said to him. Cut 5, go.
Those decisions generally are not poll tested. And even some in my own party, including my current vice president, had the same critique as you did.
Oh, that is, don't go. Biden's critique, by the way, was to ask Pakistan for permission to go. He's an idiot, since Pakistan was protecting him. So, to recap, Biden in 2012 himself, out of his own mouth, through his foot, he said, I told the president don't go in front of everybody. Everybody who was in the room. Today at George Washington University, he said, I would never tell the president what I thought in front of everybody. We go to the Oval together. And I told him to go. Go get Obama. Go get bin Laden. Obama, as we circle back in the October presidential debate, said even Joe said don't go. Biden at George Washington University also today. Cut 6, go.
So it was something that was a difficult call for the president. So we sat in the cabinet room, and at the end of the day, making the decision, he said, now I want everybody's opinion. and everybody went around the room, and there were only two people who were definitive and were absolutely certain. Leon Panetta said go, and Bob Gates, who's already publicly said this, said don't go. And others were as 59-41. Some ended up saying go, but it was such a close call.
And Joe, what did you say exactly? 3 years ago you said don't go. Today you said do go. 3 years ago Obama said you said don't go. Why do you lie so easily? And why do you lie so often? Is this a pathology? We know you had problems in law school. You were a cheat. We know even more, that you lied about graduating near the top of the class when you graduated near the bottom of the class. Why do you lie all the time? Remember Neil Kinnock? You stole his speech the first time you ran for president. It's called plagiarism, Joe. Now, in addition to being an idiot, ladies and gentlemen, and I know we have deep sympathy for his family losses, and they are horrible, but the man wants to be president. And this is a man, despite the pain that he and his family have felt, well, he gave some pretty nasty pain to some other people. He was vicious and tried to destroy Robert Bork simply because he disagreed with him. So the idiot who graduated near the bottom of his class at law school, I guess the University of Delaware, I'm not sure, maybe it was Syracuse, I'm not sure, it doesn't matter, actually tried to match wits with one of the smartest men, really ever to be a lawyer, let alone a judge. And he denied us this brilliant man, Bob Bork, on the Supreme Court because he disagreed with him. The Democrats know how to stop people, don't they? Oh, they didn't have the votes. He was vicious and vile in his attacks against Clarence Thomas. For you liberals out there, the second man, black man, who would be on the Supreme Court of the United States, that didn't matter. It only matters if they're liberals, you see. And he participated in what was the most horrendous hearing of all time. He's tried to create this impression, I've talked about this over the years, that he's old lunch bucket Joe. You know, blue-collar Joe. Joe has never been blue-collar. Graduated from law school, was elected to the Wilmington City Council, ran for the U.S. Senate when he was 29 years old. When he was sworn in, he had turned 30, so he met the constitutional age requirement. Sat there for 6 terms, for 36 years. Has done nothing significant. Nothing. Nothing. It's amazing, and McCain and Romney couldn't beat Obama. So there we have Joe Biden, the dumbest man in the U.S. Senate to become the dumbest man as vice president. And now he's lying. The reason he is lying through his teeth about bin Laden is because the truth is, we lawyers talk about contemporaneous evidence. In this case, a confession. Back in 2012, he said he told Obama no. Back in 2012, Obama said he said no. And now, because he wants to run for president, look like he participated in this heroic decision to get bin Laden, he claims he said yes. He's a liar.